Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this Monday morning with Business Coach Malloy. Fresh start to the last month of this fiscal. Uh, I know I keep on repeating this, but this is the time when we should have a very strong actionable plan for next year. Today, as we discussed last time, we are going to move away from the sales series and going to start off with the marketing series. But before that, I wanted to share something. Yesterday, Sunday, 1st of March, I probably spend more time in front of the television watching the news channels than I have ever done in the past multiple weeks or months. I don't know when I've done it. And as we were seeing what's happening around the world, when people were talking about survival, when people were talking about whether they would see the next morning, when people were talking about that I heard a bomb blast next to me about 500 meters away. We in India have that great fortune of spending March or the 1st of March in planning for the week, the month, and the year. Is it to say everything is right? No, everything is not right. Is it to say that things are hunky dory? No. Are we in the best environment? No. But are there opportunities? Are we using the right mind space and the mindset to look at things differently rather than complaining and saying, what can we do better? What can we do differently to make not only March a fabulous month, but also use March as a stepping stone for a fabulous 26-27? We are here talking about growth. We are talking about making new factories. We are talking about opening new offices. Here we are talking about building new teams. Ladies and gentlemen, I can assure you, a lot of people on this planet are not even thinking anywhere close to these. They're just talking survival of their life, not even the business. So let's not belittle the circumstances that we are in. It has been challenging. I know for a certainty, 25-26 for a lot of businesses has been a challenging year. But still, we are there. We are running our businesses. There's a market out there, the people out there, the customers out there. Your cash flows may not be the best. You may have lost a lot of customers. You may not have grown your business as per the projections you made last March. But still, we have a business which has an opportunity. We are not talking about our own survival. We are talking about a business, a country. Let's have pride in what we are doing. Let's have pride in the place that we are living. And let's look at the entire life and entire business from a completely different lens. And with that, let's begin differently. For the past several weeks, I've been talking about sales. Pipelines, qualifications, negotiations, retention, predictability, all the things that help you convert opportunities into revenue. And you have been reflecting uh, honestly during these series, and you have been doing the activities that I've been talking about. You have been revisiting the YouTube channel that I have. You may have noticed something. At some point, you would have realized you can only improve sales only to a limit. After that, the real question becomes, why are some customers already convinced before they meet you, while others need endless explanation? And the difference here is not sales, it is marketing. And I know the word marketing makes many business owners very uncomfortable. because that's what I've encountered with the multiple businesses that I have spoken to, that I have met over the last few years. Because what comes to the mind immediately is agencies post brochures, events, expenses, and a lingering doubt: are we getting anything out of it? So today, let's talk about something different. I want to reset that understanding. Marketing is not promotion, marketing is positioning. Promotion is what you do when you want attention, positioning is what makes that attention meaningful. And many businesses are still active in promotion, but their positioning is their weak point. Let's think it from a customer's point of view. Imagine one of your customers, not when they are buying, but weeks or months before they even contacted you. They're running their business, something starts bothering them, a machine is not performing, margins are tightening, they need a new supplier, they want a fresh retail offering, they are planning expansion. At that moment, they are not searching yet, they are thinking. And inside that thinking, a few names automatically appear. Your marketing's job is to make sure that your name appears in that moment when they are thinking, and that is what I call TOMA, top of mind awareness, or in some cases, people use it as TOMER, top of mind recall. Not after a Google search, not after making three comparisons, but at the start of the consideration. Sales happens much later, marketing happens much earlier, inside the customer's mind. When positioning is unclear, sales teams must explain more, justify more, convince more, discount more. When positioning is clear, customers already understand why you may be the right choice for them. You don't feel like you're chasing, they don't feel like they're being sold, and that's the difference between a business that is chosen and a business that is compared. And marketing makes that big difference. So what exactly is positioning? And let's remove all high fundamental jargons out of it. Let's bring it down into simplistic words that you and I understand. Positioning is simply this: what do people associate you with when they hear your name? Not what is written in your brochure, not what they believe internally, but what the market instinctively connects you with. Some businesses are associated with reliability. Ask anybody anything about a German machinery, and they say that it is reliable. Some with innovation, some with premium, some with speed, and some with deep expertise in one niche. If that association is strong, decisions become easier. If that association is weak, customers treat you like one of the many options. And the biggest mistake we make as entrepreneurs, we are trying to say too many things. We want to be known for quality, service, innovation, affordability, speed, relationship, flexibility, and all of it at one time. But customers don't remember a list, they remember a feeling. Marketing is the discipline of deciding what they are feeling about and what their feelings should be. And that requires choice. You cannot stand for everything. You must stand for something very, very specific. That is uncomfortable for many businesses because clarity feels like exclusion. They want to build in every possible thing in their business. But without exclusion, there is no identity. Let me share something that we see repeatedly in growing companies. When companies grow through relationships in the early years, they don't need formal positioning. People know them personally, trust substitutes for clarity. And as they scale, new customers don't know that old story. And suddenly the company must explain itself again and again. And that's when entrepreneurs say, we need marketing. They don't need marketing, ladies and gentlemen. What they actually need is articulation to define what they represent in that market beyond the relationships. You don't need to outshout competitors. You need to be clearer than them. When clarity increases, customers come better prepared, conversations become shorter, trust become builds faster, pricing pressure reduces. Because people prefer to work with businesses they understand. People want to work with people that they understand. Confusion delays decisions, clarity accelerates them. Marketing will always work slowly, but always will work more powerfully. Sales gives quick feedback, marketing builds long term advantage. You don't reposition a business in one campaign, you do it through consistency. Same message, same promise, same experience, repeated over and over and over again. And eventually, the market begins to describe you the way you intended, and that's when your branding has started getting built. People start talking about you in the way that you wanted them to speak to you always. And that is when marketing starts working quietly and sales starts feeling easier. The challenge is a lot of entrepreneurs do not know or do not have that clarity. So the internal clarity must come before external communication. Before telling the market who you are, your team must know. Ask your leadership team today, what do you want to be known for? If the answer differs, marketing will be scattered. Marketing alignment begins inside the organization, not outside is. This is what we will talk about in the forthcoming weeks. This is what the series is all going to be. In the coming weeks, we are not going to discuss marketing as advertising. We will talk about how to define your market clearly, how to sharpen your positioning, how to create recall without noise, how to build authority without visibility, and how to make the sales conversations start from trust and not from introduction. Because good marketing does not need to replace sales, will never replace sales. Good marketing will only prepare sales. Remember the six pillars of a business, and they are always in the same fashion: product, marketing, sales, HR, finance, and strategy. Marketing will have to come before sales. Because if your marketing is weak, your sales will constantly struggle with follow ups and discounts. A thought to leave you behind today, as I end today: if sales feels like hard work, it may not be a sales problem. It may be that the market has not understood you clearly. Marketing is the work to make those understanding happen deliberately. And today, on the 2nd of March 2026, we start this journey together to make that understanding happen about you in your marketplace. Till next Monday, same place, same time, I sign off today. Have a great week. Have a great month ahead. And please keep praying for all those people out there on this planet who have nowhere to go, and hence they can't even plan for tomorrow. God bless and take care.